Hi everybody, welcome to the Book Nook. We're here today with Darlene and myself. Thank you very much for tuning into our channel. And how are you today?
I am very well today, and I am very excited to be discussing today's book.
We are going to start looking at some esoteric books off the shelf here. So our first one that we're going to look at is called Animal Speak by Ted Andrews. First it was copyrighted in 1993. Then it was first published in 1995, and how many incarnations since?
It's now on its 6th edition.
6th edition of this book. It's been updated with newer information since I got the first edition. Very popular book. Unfortunately, Ted Andrews passed away.
In 2009?
Yes, I believe so. A little bit about Ted Andrews. He is an in-depth student when it comes to nature. He works at a nature preserve in Ohio, or did work. He is so in touch with raptors, birds of prey. That's what his specialty was. He was learning and training before he passed away to get his rehabilitation certification. A teacher, a conservationist, a shaman, a clairvoyant. And this book here talks about a very, very important subject, Darlene.
It talks about our human connection with nature and with the animals, and how the characteristics of animals relate so much to our lives as human beings.
Which is totem animals.
Mr. Andrews writes from Aboriginal point of view, and of course, being of Aboriginal background myself, through my mom, that I'm part Mohawk. I've recently discovered that I'm Turtle Clan, hence the silver and turquoise turtle around my neck. I've always been very attracted to animals. I've spent a lot of time in nature. I spent many hours hiking in the woods in Algonquin Park, which is in northern Ontario. There were always a lot of animals around. Deer, skunks, rabbits,
Raccoons, it goes on and on.
foxes, wolves, coyotes, you name it, there were animals there, even the occasional bear. I've actually had, I believe they're called goshawks.
Yes, goshawks.
Yeah, they're a smaller type hawk. They nested in my eave trough and had 3 babies.
There is so much nature and wildlife out right now, being born, taking care of their young, that you will have a chance to actually observe what they do in their natural environment.
We actually have had an opportunity to see a nest of baby wild cottontail rabbits, and the mother coming and digging the babies up out of the dirt and feeding the babies, usually around dusk. You don't see that.
You never see that. We got to see it 3 times.
Mm-hmm. There is a pair of wrens nesting right outside my living room window, so I can watch those for hours. There are 3 pairs of turkey vultures nesting on the roof of the building across the street from where I live.
Talk about what you like about this book.
I really love the fact that he makes such a connection between human beings, which we as humans have, in our minds, elevated ourselves above nature. We have gotten away from living and cooperating with nature, and we've taken over so much of the natural world. We no longer have a connection with nature. Indigenous peoples, of course, because they tend to be more in touch with their natural heritage, natural traditions. But the majority of us now think that we're the top of the food chain and we're not part of nature, we're apart from nature.
Yeah.
He incorporates correspondences with various animals, also with plants and trees and numerology and colors. The colors correspond to the energy centers in our bodies. So say you have a blockage in your sacral chakra, then you're going to want to use orange-colored clothing. You're going to want to work with orange-colored crystals such as carnelian and orange calcite, which again, the crystals are part of nature. These are all things that come from the earth around us and from nature. You're going to want to eat orange-colored foods. So oranges, carrots, sweet potatoes, colors have healing magic.
When I was gifted this book, my grandmother and my great-grandmother are both Mi'kmaq Indians from down east, down Newfoundland way. And I was told to embrace my totem animals, and I was actually told my main totem animal was this great big white Arctic wolf. Ravens are one of my other main totem animals Your totem animals will change throughout your lifetime because they bring certain medicine and magic with them. I'm just going to give you a little brief description of what Mr. Andrews says of how to even identify your totem animals. There's one favorite animal that you've always been attracted to since you were tiny. What would be one of yours?
I've always been attracted to turtles. If I'm driving and I see a turtle in the road, I will stop and move that turtle off the road so it doesn't get run over. And then, like I mentioned, discovered that I am Turtle Clan. The characteristics of people that are Turtle Clan is a very strong connection with nature, which I've had all my life, my entire life, before I knew anything about my native heritage, anything about my clan. It's just always been there as a natural thing with me.
That is how you discover your first real true totem, because you have two really hardcore spirit totems that are with you all the time, that protect you, that give you more of an understanding of yourself. Totem animals let you understand yourself, or they bring you certain qualities that you may not have really thought about. The second thing is just the animals that you see most commonly around you, the ones that show up all the time. We've got the wrens you were talking about and turkey vultures.
The turkey vultures.
And when we looked in the book about the turkey vultures, because we thought they were hawks at first, because you have a...
Very, very large hawks.
Yes.
Turns out they're vultures.
But Darlene has a big connection with
I
hawks.
have a big connection with hawks as well, and every time I go out, hawks seem to follow me or lead me, one or the other. They're always there. And I actually saw a very large hawk in the tree right outside where I live yesterday.
The next thing you have to do is if you dream about a certain animal, or dream about being a certain animal and actually running like them in the woods or in the forest, or have dreams of being around those animals where you don't do that in nature because predator-prey. You're the prey, especially if they're hungry.
And the predator-prey relationship is also important with totem animals. If you discover that one of your main totem animals is a predator animal, such as a hawk or a large cat or a wolf, then you should also look into what their natural prey is, because if you embrace the medicine of the prey animal and incorporate that with the medicine of the predator animal, you're going to have a better understanding of yourself and your moods and what you're capable of in your life.
The one thing that we have lost from our olden days, where you had to raise your own food, kill your own food, you appreciated that food, you took care of that. We've lost that because now we just go to the friggin' grocery store and grab whatever. We don't see the process of raising it up, taking care of that animal, and then finally what they have to do and they give thanks when they take it off to the butcher for giving it what they're going to give them.
Yes.
That's part of that predator-prey relationship. The prey gives up its own life energy to you, and you get that life energy through them to help heal you. There's that predator-prey relationship that most people don't think about. They think it's more violent.
It's not violent.
No.
It's not a matter of violence. Human beings kill through violence. Animals kill in order to perpetuate the cycle of life. They need food to survive. They need food to feed their young. And the prey animals give up their life in order for the predator animals to be able to live. But there is never more predator animals than there are prey animals in nature.
So we looked up in the book about vultures, and it talked about they have incredible sight, the incredible wingspan. They make their nests on the ground. They usually have 2 to 3 chicks at a time. We have a feeling that these pairs, the 3 pairs that we see quite a bit, might actually be family related.
Yes, I don't believe it's usual to see groups of vultures nesting together.
In that small a space.
It's a very small space, and they're not on the ground.
Yeah.
They're on the roof of a building, which is also unusual.
Yeah, they usually build their stuff on the ground.
However, they're living in an urban area.
Which is smart, because where they build their nest, they have a perfect view for their hunting territory.
Yes.
When we looked in the book, it also told us that the reason why these turkey vultures show up is because their eyesight is so keen is to look at things from a different point of view, from up high instead of down low. The turkey vulture in native culture was the one when the sun fell from the heavens. Many animals try to put the sun back up. Well, the turkey vulture, there's a reason why it has that ugly leather look to its head, and then around its neck the feathers start. The turkey vulture was strong enough with its wings to put the sun upon its head and put it back in the heavens. When it did, that's the red color because it scorched all the feathers off its head. Also, when a turkey vulture shows up, some of the foods and some of the things that used to be familiar to you will not anymore, and some of the things that used to hurt you before are actually going to not hurt you anymore. Another way to realize your totem animal is confronting your fear of a certain animal. Maybe it's an animal that you fear for no reason, like snakes get a bad rap.
Yes. Rats.
Lots of spiders.
Spiders, yeah.
Sharks.
Definitely spiders. Well, now, I don't think sharks got a bad rap. They tend to eat people on occasion.
But if you're in the spot where you shouldn't be and you know they're there, that's like moving to an earthquake fault line going, it'll never happen. The other way is to, if an animal bites you, you're probably going to have some kind of trauma from that. It's confronting your fear of these animals. Why did that happen? What did you do to provoke it? Did you do anything to provoke it? And what did you learn from it? You have more respect for that animal now because of that.
And I think that more people are attacked by domesticated animals than they are by wild animals.
Well, of course.
A lot of children are bitten by dogs. The family dog, the neighbor's dog. I was bitten by a dog. My sister was bitten by a dog. I know many people who were bitten by dogs.
Which brings up another way to find out your totem animal. Watch your children. Children at a very young age, what they do is they're so close to nature, they haven't been brainwashed yet. They play like children. That's why they get bit by the dog. They're innocent. They don't know any better. That's an animal to them. Their nature. They don't think it's going to hurt them. The dog gives the warning. They don't know any better. And then another way, once you find out what your totem animal might be, go to a zoo and check it out. The only way you can see certain animals here in North America, unfortunately, and I hate to say it, but
At the zoo or on television.
yes. Either way, you can see what they look like when they're hunting, when they're sleeping, when they're raising their young.
You can see how they move,
Yeah.
what their energy feels like when you're watching them, and you can make a connection with that energy, with that animal. We're all energy, everything. The planet, the animals, the trees, the plants.
Everything has energy.
The rocks, the dirt, everything is all made of energy.
This is too. Our brain just doesn't perceive the energy to make this into a solid matter because we're told this is what it is. But if we could actually break our brain down to prove that this isn't solid, it's the same thing we're made of, that the universe is, we could walk right through this just like that.
Absolutely. Because everything, all matter, everything that we perceive as solid matter is energy vibrating at different frequencies.
That's exactly right.
If you can match your vibrational frequency to another vibrational frequency, you can merge with it.
Which is the collective conscious.
Yes.
Think about a bunch of monks chanting in a certain tone with certain things all being said at the same time, at the same level, at the same tone, and that vibration grows and grows and multiplies and multiplies. And you can break down walls with things like that.
Absolutely. It's been done. It's been proven. There's a lot of research out there if you want to take the time to actually investigate it a little bit. There are things that humans are capable of by interacting with the natural energy.
Another way to find out your totem animal is you might be gifted with certain things. Maybe a feather might show up outside your doorway or windowsill. Or maybe you might be lucky enough, like you were last spring, to have a little bunny nest right outside as a perfect view.
Yeah.
Don't sit inside.
Absolutely. Get out there. Enjoy nature. Look for some animals. Don't approach them. Don't hurt them. Don't do anything to them. Just
Don't
get
feed
out there
them.
and, yes, don't feed them. Just get out there and look for them. Watch them, observe them, take pictures of them, see what they're doing.
Ted Andrews in this book talks about shapeshifting. Now, shapeshifting has had a lot of weird things attached to it because of Hollywood.
Like
TV series.
Yeah, TV series. Even movies where people actually merge with animals, like The Island of Dr. Moreau.
Yes.
And shapeshifting is more an energetic,
That's exactly
taking
right.
on the energetic characteristics of the totem animal, not actually turning into, I'm not going to turn into a turtle and swim away.
No, and I'm not going to turn into a wolf. It is all about embracing the gifts that nature and animals are bringing to you. Open your eyes, take the blinders off, smell the flowers, jump in the puddles. Now that we've talked a little bit about Animal Speak by Ted Andrews and Totem Animals, what do you think about the book itself, Darlene?
A good rating is out of 5 black cats,
Yes,
and a bad rating.
is out of 5 hairballs being the worst.
It's extremely interesting. It's an entirely new concept for me. I was not familiar with totem animals. I'm very familiar with animals, of course, and with energy. I would give this book a good, solid 4 black cats.
I would say exactly the same. 4 black cats. And he breaks it down into sections of insects, mammals, other animals, birds, all in here. Moon phases. Animal Speak by Ted Andrews. Hi everybody, welcome to the Witchin'.
Wrong one.
Yeah, I know.
That's a blooper.
Yeah, I know. I'm editing videos and stuff. I got caught on which one we're doing.
Yeah, no, it's the Book Nook.
Yeah, it's the Book Nook.
Alright.
Right.
Take 2.
Let's try that again. What do you think? Something else to wrap it up?
No,
No?
just your hair. What the hell?
What do you mean my hair?
I think your totem animal is a horned owl.
Oh, now see, that's not cool, man. That's not funny. Listen, I'm not going to be like some people and go buy a dog shearer just to cut my hair. So I look good on camera. Listen, it's not my fault. Hey,
It's lockdown hair.
yeah, hey, it's locked. Look at my clothes. They're massive. An owl. Are you serious?
Well, look at it.
You know. Oh, hey, take a weed whacker to it.
Yeah,
Maybe put a bowl on it. Maybe I'll get a.
we could do that.
Maybe get a Harry Lloyd there. Get a little bowl cut going on. Jeez, that'd be terrible.
We can do that. I've got a perfect bowl for you.
No.
Oh yeah.
No. Oh, Isis, give me the strength, man. Please.
Tune in next time. He'll have better hair.
What the hell does that mean?
I'm gonna find you a bowl and we're gonna cut your hair.
No, you're not. Listen. You're not getting a bowl. We're not getting a Floby. We're not getting any of that stuff, okay? We're just going to let it do its thing. What? So thank you very much for tuning in to the Mojo Book Nook. And thank you for coming. And remember, please subscribe.
And share with your friends.
And hit that bell icon. Why?
Because when we have a new video, you'll get a new video.
So thank you very much, and thank you for coming out and talking about totem animals.
Well, thank you very much.
And you have yourself a smiley happy day. Bye for now.
Bye.